Welcome to our sports newsletter. We are here to share the news about Real Madrid with you. Manchester United, which has had problems with the performance of its fullback players since the beginning of the season, took action to transfer a flash name. Before we move on to this surprising news, let's take a look at the important transfers that have been made and planned to be made in the world. Let's start. Eintracht Frankfurt's Japanese player Daichi Kamada is one of Atletico's targets in the next transfer window. The 26-year-old player, whose contract will expire at the end of the season, could not reach a joint agreement with his club and announced that he is now a free agent. Due to its stats and being a free agent, other clubs like Liverpool, Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund are after him. It has been learned that Chelsea will demand £70 million from clubs wishing to sign Mason Mount this summer. The English player's future at the club is under some doubt, as the two sides have yet to extend their current deal, which will expire at the end of next season. Liverpool and Manchester United are among Premier League clubs planning to add a 24-year-old to their roster, and reports this week suggest new Bayern Munich boss Thomas Tuchel is also looking to reunite with the midfielder. AC Milan is after Manchester United's Mason Greenwood. The 21-year-old British winger has not played since January 2022 after facing outrageous accusations. The charges were dropped recently and Giants lined up for the learned player. There is no word yet on what the club intends to do with him. His future at Manchester United is uncertain at the moment, but many big clubs in Europe are watching his situation, and one of them is AC Milan, which is still looking for options to rejuvenate their roster. PSG is interested in taking over the services of Orkun Kökçü during the next summer transfer window. PSG have already started talks to test the possibility of Feyenoord and the player being included in the next transfer window, given that they want to straighten the midfield. The Turkish midfielder, just 22 years old, is one of the biggest discoveries of the season in European football. He is an important part of Feyenoord, which is in the quarter-finals of the UEFA Europe League. Orkun Kökçü, who has 12 goals and 4 assists in 39 games, is worth €30 million. Chelsea held face-to-face talks with Julian Nagelsmann for the first time for a managerial vacancy. The report states that Chelsea's co-sports directors Paul Winstalley and Lawrence Stewart are out on Thursday. They are allegedly in talks with the Bayern Munich manager. Sky Sports News understand that the favorites to replace Graham Potter as the process continues are not at the stage. Other candidates include Luis Enrique, Mauricio Pochettino and Ruben Amorim. Alexis McAllister will leave Brighton on the next transfer market. The world champion with the Argentina football team counts the hours he spent with the Gaviotas team and has yet to decide where he will play in the 2023 and 2024 season. As we reported on VKHS.net, it's clear that he is not without your fans for the time being, as 6 clubs are fighting for his signature. However, as Nicolas Kira reports, there are 3 teams that are in pole position to receive service. Manchester United have reportedly started talks with Bayer Leverkusen on the possible transfer of Jeremy Frimpong. The 22-year-old Dutch right-back has given a remarkable performance for the Bundesliga club this season, scoring 8 goals and providing 9 assists in all competitions. Frimpong was signed by Celtic's Bayer Leverkusen for €11 million and has been making a name for himself in Germany ever since. His performance caught the attention of Manchester United, who are said to be in the offensive right-back market to take the team another level next season. FC Barcelona denied that they were in talks with Chelsea FC for Gavi. Mathieu Alemany was commissioned to convey that prior to match between Barça and Getafe, they worked hard to get the Los Palacios man registers as an A-team player. He's in a rush at Barcelona as several teams have their eyes on him, and he is currently running as a supporting player. Barça's sporting director has confirmed that his recourse will be available soon and there will be no problem. Dani Olmo is one of the names that will explode in the transfer market next summer. It sounded strong for many major clubs in Europe, such as Spaniards, Real Madrid and FC Barcelona. Both clubs are interested in acquiring the offensive player's services for next season. Spaniard is ending his contract with RB Leipzig in the summer of 2024, and his intention is to jump to a more important team with the goal of winning major championships. Napoli are trying to plan their squad for next season, with the aim of maintaining a top team and making itself one of the best in Italy. One of the main goals of the club is to consolidate the offensive parts for next season, taking into account the possible departure of Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. One of the biggest discoveries of the season, Georgia seems to be in the center of attention of many big clubs in Europe such as Real Madrid and Liverpool. The market price is very high, but it's not excluded that a club made $1 million investment to persuade Napoli to sell. Lionel Messi wants to return to FC Barcelona. Nicolas Guerra, a journalist specializing in the transfer market, reported that the Argentine striker's desire is to return to Barcelona for next summer. The financial problems experienced by the Kula team make it difficult to realize the transfer, but they do not lose hope in Camp Barca, especially they know that Messi is eager to wear Blaugrana jersey again after spending 2 seasons in Paris Saint-Germain. It's seen that Manchester United want to sign Marcel Sabitzer permanently at the end of the season, and the 29-year player is also looking forward to the transfer. However, a report from The Sun claims that the Red Devils will only get a transfer if Bayern Munich lowers the asking price. It looks like Bayern Munich are seeking a deal worth around £25 million for the Austrian international. Manchester United are looking to sign him for a very low price, and we will see if the two sides can reach an agreement soon. Sabitzer has impressed Old Trafford since his transfer in January. The 29-year-old was struggling for regular football at the German club and has many opportunities at Old Trafford so far. It's not surprising that he wants to continue in the Premier League after this season. Manager Erik ten Hag is reportedly a fan of the player and was impressed by the 29-year-old's demeanor and professionalism. The player's agent also recently revealed that his client enjoys Premier League football and it suits his abilities. It is clear that all parties are keen on the transfer, and we will see if Bayern Munich is ready to sell him for a more reasonable price in the coming months. Sabitzer needs to play regularly at this stage of his career, and his return to the German club will not be ideal for him. The 29-year-old clearly valued at Manchester United and should consider continuing with the Red Devils. Manchester United will be hoping to contend for major trophies next season, and they need a deeper squad to compete on all fronts. Especially the midfield needs reinforcements. Players like Scott McTominay may consider moving forward in their cast for regular playing time, and Erik ten Hag should consider signing Sabitzer permanently so he can partner with Brazilian international Casemiro in the middle of the park. Red Devils is also linked to players like Frankie de Jong. It will be interesting to see if they can bring the Barcelona star to England at the end of the season. Meanwhile, Sabitzer is now well established in the Premier League and hopes to make a significant impact at Manchester United next season, making him an indispensable asset to the club.